Hello everybody and welcome back to Optimistic Gaming. I'm Optimistic Jason here for today. Got a new game to go through. Today I'll be playing Final Fantasy XIII, technically part 1, I guess if you want to call it that. There's 3 games total in the 13 series. There's 13, then 13-2, and then Final Fantasy XIII Lightning Returns. It's all part of an episodic trilogy that tells the, oh my god, what is it called? Like the Chrysalis Days X's, some story like that. But I need to play it to do a bit of research for the next optimistic perspective that I have going on. And it's been a while since I've dived in, so I just wanted to play through most of it again, just to refresh myself with the things that I liked about it and the things that I didn't like about it. I remember some of the aspects that I didn't like about it. I'm just doing this again just to see if they're as bad as I remember, and hopefully it pans out.
13 days after we awoke,
cutscene,
were the beginning of the end.
I'm playing this on my Xbox 360 because my PS3 is broken, and apparently there's not a release on the Xbox One, and it's no longer on Xbox Arcade. So I wasn't able to download a fresh copy. So I managed to take mine out of my storage.
Serious?
Be quiet.
Best of luck.
Oh, just going down.
She did it!
And this I remember being one of the things I liked about Final Fantasy XIII, because this is coming like straight off the Final Fantasy VII Advent Children movie hype. So just like gravity-defying kung fu stunts, aerial acrobatic sword play, gunplay.
I'm not gonna see.
Afros and baby chocobos. And that right there, that I thought was pretty sweet. Snappy fingers over gravity. I really think they should have made that like a mechanic for exploration.
They all want to fight.
That again
Good
is
for them.
one reason why I remember not liking this game as much. It's just the lack of exploration that it had. But again, these visuals are just stunning. Like when I first saw this back in when it's getting out 2006, 2007, somewhere around there. My mind was blown that it could be this visually appealing. I hadn't really seen anything close to this since like
Give me that.
Lost Odyssey. Explosions, rocket launches. Wolverines! This is what Red Dog should have been. Summon monsters. Look at those mocking up summon. Get batshit crazy in here. Alright. Now the first combat of the game. Now the next part, once the combat starts, this was both a thing that I liked and didn't like about the game. And I'll show you what I didn't like about the combat system first. Radiant HD remaster of this, I hope they would fix the combat. Alright, this big This big could have been a giant Pokemon kind of thing.
Let's be rational now. They're sending the big guns now. What do we do?
Watch and learn.
Oh, Sans. Okay, first, the things I didn't like. Okay. You see that auto battle right there? That is... that to me is a lazy thing to have in a game. Basically, you hit that, and all the decisions of battle are made for you. I can put the controller down and just have the battle resolve itself. I like strategy when it comes to RPGs, so me choosing what I want to do, that's a big part of why I like these active time battle systems. And for that to be taken away is just kind of lazy. It does help out like later on when you're battling like really weak enemies or just ones that like you don't want to take the time to, and like you don't want to have to spend the time running from them. You just don't want that XP to level up on the God, what's it called? Chrysalis Grid? Nah, it's not the Chrysalis Grid. It's something else, but something similar to like the Sphere Grid from Final Fantasy X. But if you want the experience, you can put the auto battle system on and finish the battle, no problem. It'll be over quickly. But to have it all the time is just kind of lazy. So let's see. I'm pretty sure I remember how this goes. So look, I just do that. Attack is already selected. I gotta select it. Basically goes in, does it. I get out of battle, put the target, and then throw. And it all goes by whatever her job is set at. So right now she's set as assault. So she will just attack relentlessly, and then I can switch her to Ravager, I think it's called. Then she'll start casting spells. There's also Guardian. There's a boosting class. There's an debilitating class. And I do think it's cool you can switch them on the fly. That I've always liked with RPGs, like being able to switch your character's entire like, combat tactics on the fly. Of course, life gets mad at his ass kind of just bumbling down. Use your comic relief. Yeah.
Heads up.
This thing
What's that thing being
won't
able
give
to
up.
fly? That's suspending my disbelief pretty hard. Alright. I'm gonna go. Alright, in the regular battle system, you click abilities, and you can select stuff like this, like I want to blitz him. Gotcha! And just one big attack. Right now I only have, oh jeez. Right now I only have, the two options. But like I said, later on you get, more abilities that you could use. You'll be able to have more attacks you can do per round. And to me, that's kind of reminiscent of a little RPG. I remember Legend of Legaia? Legaia? I think it's Legaia. But that game is special to me because whenever you pick your oh sorry, I'm dying. I can't. Oh wait, I have potions. Well, too late now. But basically what you do is in Legend of Legaia, when you go and you select what you want to do in a given round, you select different attacks, whether you want to attack high, low, left, or right, and basically those combinations of attacks gave you special like bonus hits at the end. Like if you hit left, right, left, they'll punch with a left hit, a right hit, and a left hit, and then at the end of that they'll do like a special like sweeping kick. And it was really awesome for me because like just the amount of like different combos you can perform was just amazing in that game. And that's kind of what this battle system reminds me of, except you don't get those special combo hits. Like you could just do different attacks, or you can cast a bunch of different spells. You could heal and boost in the same round. And it was something that that just kind of spoke to me when it first came out. But another thing about Final Fantasy 13 that I didn't like about the combat system is their inability to freely move. Basically, you select your actions, the characters automatically move. They'll move up to attack, move back to cast, or just block or try to move out of the way to defend, but you have no actual control of the character. It plays out more like a cutscene battle than
We did it.
And my very last complaint about the combat system, this is the last complaint I have about it, this is probably the biggest one,
soldier?
is that you can only
you
control
are sanctum, aren't you?
one character at the start of combat.
What are you doing trying to stop the
switch
purge?
in between.
Why don't you tell
and
me that?
once that character is down, you lose. Even if your other two members of your party are
where do you
still
think you're
alive,
going?
as soon as the character you're controlling drops, you lose and you have to start over. And that was basically the reason why I stopped playing the game. I reached basically two bosses in a row that cast Doom on me. And I couldn't drop them fast enough, and Doom killed my main character. So I had to start the combat over. But I eventually found out that if you use a summon right when Doom is about to end, it'll stop the counter as long as that summon's out. So you can basically summon in your guardian, do a bunch of attacks, and then full control. I'm gonna make my next axis. No, standard. Yes, I want to use standard. And that train of thought is gone. I am going to say I was talking about the combat system. I'm gonna watch this back and I'm gonna sound like an idiot. Yeah. Done. Okay. Oh, excuse me. This is another thing I like. Like I said, just visually, it's awesome. If this was redone in like full 1080p graphics, 60 frames per second, this would look freaking amazing. And like just her character, even now, like you can see where it's a little rough around the edges. Of course, like I said, this is about a 9-10-year-old game. Like back then, it's just awesome. She has 2 zippers on the front of her dress. That's weird. Just that little holster for her sword is awesome. The shoulder guard, her hair, the little scarf thing, that little dash you do, like that little back dash when you like do a complete 180 turn. Just little things like that make it awesome, because it does make it so you can't do like those really weird quick turns that you see in other games where the clipping's bad. Oop. Save, of course. Okay, so I guess this first episode is me listing off all the faults that are in Final Fantasy 13 before I get to the good stuff that I remember playing about it. There are no NPCs to talk to buy items. Basically, this is your NPC. That is your shop. It is your save hub. It is all that. So if I want to buy things, I have to find one of these. Come through, buy potions, buy items, buy weapons. I really have nothing to sell. But that's how you go through and you get your inventory and you get your new weapons and armor. Let's see. Another thing was, oh yeah. Whoop, not that button, not that. There it is. Okay. Another thing. I remember one of the more confusing things was that each item each weapon that you could equip to a character has a level next to it. Now you could level that up at a shop, or you could just buy a better weapon. I never knew which was better, whether it was better to level up the weapons you have or just keep buying new ones, because every shop you come to has a new weapon. So it was confusing for me at the time. Like I didn't know which was better, so I didn't know how best to manage my items. Oh yeah, and this is where you could assign your different abilities that you could have. It tells you where on the, like, how many actions they take up. Right now I have basically 2 actions per character. I think by the time I got done I had 4 actions per character. Something like that. And I don't know what the max is you can get. I haven't watched any later videos of Final Fantasy 13. Like I said, I just kind of want to jump in, refresh myself of what's good and what's bad with the game, and just go from there when I make my retrospective. Because I do remember having fun playing it up until I got to those 2 Doom bosses. So I imagine if I could push past them, like it'd probably open up more for me. Let's see here. I do want to check one thing, which I don't think I can access it yet. So, yeah, I can't access it yet. Oh yeah, and then the addition of a map was just kind of weird to me, because the pathing, at least as far as I got, the game was incredibly linear. And I know a lot of people have gone on record as saying this is Final Hallway 13 as kind of a joke to the lack of exploration that this particular chapter has. Like I said, it's more like you're playing. Gotcha. It's more like you're playing Final Fantasy VII Advent Children. Yeah, again, just hit a couple buttons and I'm done. Don't have to select any abilities. Fine by me. Get it done. Yeah, by the time I finished, I was about like 100 hours in, and I had just finished the tutorial. Not 100% sure. They say it's a tutorial, but it's basically just the last of this, like, extra stuff that you can know. Which, I mean, this isn't the first Final Fantasy to do that way late on. Like in Final Fantasy X, by the time you get Riku, by the time you get Riku, you're a good ways into the game. You're about 6 hours in, I want to say, 6 or 7 hours in. So yeah, by the time you get Riku, your very last party member, who has the coolest abilities in the game, Steel and Combine. Yeah, by the time you get her, you're a good chunk of the ways into the game, and it just seems like it could have been done sooner, but that's an aspect of Final Fantasy, that your party always gets together, like, gotcha, always gets together way later, like, early in the game. I got all of you. You're next. Oh, he's dead, never mind. Boom. But I think just giving me the ability to, like, move around on my own and just attack things would have been, whoop, that's the map button apparently, would have been a lot better. I mean, Tales of Symphonia has been doing it friggin' ever. Or, I shouldn't say Tales of Symphonia, Tales games in general have been doing it forever. What the hell is that? Is that the ball that Luke fought? Yeah. I mean, look how linear this is. Look how linear. Wait, what did I do? I did not read it. Oh, okay. Apparently, footlocker of some sort that people just put junk in. It's all coming back to me. Running down a hallway. Alright, what's going on here?
Not wanting to get purged, I get. But taking on trained soldiers?
Better to die than get sent to Pulse. It's hell for Brimstone.
So they're living in a city called
Yeah,
Cocoon
well, hell's not sounding
that
too
floats
bad.
above the world
This
that they
place
call
ain't exactly
Pulse.
paradise.
Domesticated peacekeepers. Nothing to worry about.
Think of
Maybe not for
Cocoon
a soldier,
as like
though,
a New
I'm
York
trying
or
to say-
Chicago style city, and think of as let's go with Kansas or Nebraska. If you live in a big city, you don't want to live in Kansas or Nebraska, so you'll fight your government to the death to prevent that from happening. Of course, I'm gonna kill you first. Oh, yeah, I'm just gonna blitz all the time. You are just far enough away. And I do like, I love active time battle systems. Just like high staggered, extra damage. I like active time battle system because like just the ability to like select what I can do in any given order. It's freaking amazing. Ha! And what you just saw there, that right there is a guard break. Basically, the two attack types. You got Ravager and Assault. Assault focuses on keeping that little yellow meter underneath their health bar from going down, while Ravager focuses on building that meter up as fast as it can. Both kind of work with each other because if you're a Ravager, you build the meter fast, but it also decreases fast. And Commando, you build the meter slowly, but it also reduces slowly. So if you go forward and attack with a Ravager, they're going to build that meter. Then a Commando can come through and keep that meter where it's at, and you basically slowly build up that break meter until it hits its critical point. And that brings the enemy like basically down to his knees, so you could just wreck his shit up. His defense is weakened; they often don't attack or anything, so you just feel free to just wail on them. And that's supposed to be a strategy for the bosses. Of course, with bosses, it takes a long time to build up that meter, and when they cast Doom on you, which kills you in about a minute, 2 minutes, you just gotta kind of focus on building that up as quick as you can. Yeah, don't do a good thing. Screw you, Unicorn. Yep.
You must be real nice from up there.
Are we gonna do it? Alright, I'm gonna do this. Blitz. Oh, you're too far away. Let's just get rid of you. Kick out. Can't switch jobs yet. Gotcha. Missile burst. No! Says! If you drop, who's gonna fight alongside me? Okay, boom. Oh yeah. Because I was walking and I immediately forgot which direction I came from. Moving on, moving up. There's no secrets here. Oh, those guys are kind of screwed. Oh, whoa. That is... Well,
not leaving anything to chance with this purge, are they?
Well, that guy's still there. He might be fine. He's probably just unconscious. If only they had some wicked sweet sword fighting maneuvers. Look at this. Yeah. Looks like I got a 50 gil. That is going to be negligible later, but early on, gil is king. Alright, Blitz. You. Gotcha. Look at that, see? This is way more intuitive than just being able to select it. Just have it just automatically do it for you. It makes you feel special that you're coming up with the strategy. You're the one doing the hits. Alright. Moving on. By the way, who filled up this road with boxes?
Preemptive strike.
You have to drop on them?
Rebels!
Oh, you
so much for the element of surprise.
See, you shouldn't have said preemptive strike out loud. That was your first mistake. Alright. Item usage tutorial. Do I have to? Let's skip it. Push me up things down. I don't need either one. Yeah, anyway. Blitz! Didn't need to blitz that, but I did. Get him, Saz. I like how he fires. He just like doesn't use the sights at all. Just kind of. Saz is all about style. Alright. Whoa, 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 whoa. I wasn't gonna pause it here, but I didn't expect a freaking nuke to go off. Jesus. You know how long it's gonna take to rebuild those highways?
Do we turn back?
There's no time.
No, you can jump
What do you
it.
suggest we do?
Quiet.
Plus not having any other alternate roads when stuff like this does happen. I mean, what if they're doing construction?
Hey! 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 Wait! No, no, don't leave me!
Let go.
No, hell no! You're my only way out of here!
Sass, you give up with me. Plus lightning don't get Ha! That's what you get for trying to be a dick.
Hey,
Can't just
that might get
leave
us
them.
across. Right there. Right?
Looks that way.
I'm surprised she's not more angry at him. But I guess she's always just kind of angry and brooding. Lightning's been one of those characters that... I just don't know how I feel about her character. I like her look. I like
All
her
right.
style.
You leave this to me.
I like her combat prowess. Okay. But, we'll pause it right here. We'll
Hey, this
continue
way.
this
Come on.
next time on Optimistic Gaming. I'm Optimistic Jace. Thank you for watching.